So I was thinking about transforming a physical store into an online shop. Yeah. So we realized that a lot of organizations have online presence, but usually the online presence is just a presence. So I would love us to have online presences which really bring revenue to our organizations. How do we get our online presence to just not be a presence, but to also be a revenue stream to our organizations? Just to start with, I would want us to make our business a click away from our customers. Yeah. Just to, I would love to talk about my own experience. Like I've told you about today, House of Style. I've been in this company for the past 8 years. And if people asked me, it's a shop, it's a cosmetic shop that just sells makeup and, you know, those other skincare products that we use as women on our skins, cleansers and stuff. But if someone asked me how many shops do you have? We have 2 shops, like we have 2 physical shops, maybe one at City Square and another in Naguru. But if someone asks me how many shops do you have, I tell them we will actually have 3 shops. We have 3 branches. Why? Because we take our online shop as a real shop, because it has its own staff, it pays its own rent, it has its own stock, it has its own company lines and stuff. So, and yet it's not a concept that maybe a lot of people have found an opportunity in. So it's one thing I would love to encourage other people, that actually online is the future. The internet is the future. Maybe COVID has shaken us a little, but that is the truth. The internet is the future. So the first thing that I would love to talk to you about is be consistent. Yeah. A lot of people post their stuff, their things, and you find that there is no consistency. You need to open a page for your company. Yeah. So sometimes when you're beginning, like I've told you, maybe for us right now, we can post something and we see that 2,000 people have viewed. But you post something and you see 6 people have viewed. No like, no comment. Yeah. You should continue. In other words, because for us, we've been doing this for 7 years. The time we opened our shop, that was in 2012. Yeah. We started, I'm sorry about the dog, I'm shooting from outside. We started to like post on our Facebook pages. You post on, be consistent. If it's every Friday, post. The publishing time. The best publishing time is morning, lunchtime, and late in the evening when people are in the taxi, or when people are at lunch, or when people are in the taxi going to work. Be consistent about your publishing time. Be consistent with your prices. Yeah, people want to see prices, so be consistent about your pricing. Be consistent about your advertising. This one I will talk about in the next slide. Yeah, be consistent about the quality of the product you're offering. Don't change quality. So be consistent with your product, and then you will get a particular client following you. The second thing that I love to talk about is take online seriously. Most people take online and they be like, they don't take it that seriously. Like when some people ask how much, you take 3 days to answer. Yeah, because remember that online is a platform where we have been given an opportunity to look at 5 shops using just a click. So if I came to your shop and asked, or if I came to your organization and asked, when do you do your presentations about this and this and this? And then you take 3 days to answer. And then I go to the next shop and I ask them, when do you do this? And then they answer, like, can we organize a meeting tomorrow? By the time you the next day, they have moved on. So then most people think when someone asks online, they are not serious. So they already say, online people love asking how much. They love asking so many questions and they never, because when they are coming to your organization actually to get the information, yeah, they don't come with price, with tags to show. I'm the one who asked. Usually you want to leave home when you're sure about where you're going. So we'll go online, get all the details, and then come. Yeah. So let's take online seriously. Never despise online clients. Can you go to the next slide? Post representable and price products. Now, a lot of businesses, of course, some organizations which have IT, like you see the sign, the post I have put has been done by my IT person here. I have someone who particularly does the IT work. Like this is for our Mumpreneur summit that is coming up for Koledame, like about the will. The times you are in as we mothers, we need to know about how do I make a will. But in case you don't have an IT person who does such network, use your phone. But if you're taking pictures from your phone, make sure the background is white. Yeah, make sure the models, if you have a salon or you have a public speaking organization, like you speak to people like me, maybe you take professional pictures that do your makeup, wear neat, take pictures that will properly represent your image. Yeah, don't just take any pictures and you take selfies and like, oh, we are here, I'm shooting with these are young people I'm talking to. No, take professional pictures, put price tags. This is the hardest thing in online business, and this is what makes us as Pudea House of Style stand out. I tell you, I sell cosmetics, and I sell cosmetics worth 500,000, and I'll put it out there. I'll put it out there that, you know what, this lotion is 500,000, but I also have lipstick of 10,000. So it is up to the customer to decide. But most people think if I put the prices, they will judge my brand. It is okay, let them judge your brand, because you know what? There are clients who will love your brand because of your price. So please don't forget to put a representable and well-priced product if you're posting your things online. The next slide. First, I would advise that you focus so much on social media if you're starting. Yeah, like currently we have a website. Yeah, it's called www.pudeahouseofstyle.com, but we have had to do, in 2017, we did a website and it failed. So we are redoing it in 2021. So when it comes to a website, I think as a starting organization, especially if you want to start making money online, first master which social media platform actually works for your audience. Yeah, different audiences work for different platforms. So if you can master the audience for your particular platform, yeah, it will be for your party. If you can master the platform for your particular clients, like I think when we look at more your experience, your clients should be on Twitter majorly, yeah. But for me, maybe Pudea House, maybe my clients are on Facebook. I don't know. We are supposed to push in a poll. The question is, which social media platform do you use most for your business? Yeah. So you find that different social media platforms, different businesses have different clients. So you need to know if your client is a young person, maybe Instagram is the right thing, because you'll be complaining that social media does not work for me, but when actually you're on a wrong platform. If you can go onto the right platform, yeah, and focus, put all your energy onto that, you will get results. Yeah. So and for the people who posted, I posted this one. For the people who posted WhatsApp, I pray to God that you save your clients' numbers in WhatsApp, because most of the WhatsApp contacts we have our own phones. So it's better you keep your customers' numbers on WhatsApp so that your customers see your status. Because like us, our line is entirely clients, and we have over 300 people viewing. Clients, not my friends and family. So in that way, they will make orders. Okay, promote or boost your products, right? Yeah. Now that's the most important thing on social media. After you have mastered which platform works for my clients, yeah, you need to boost to the right audience, promote your products right. I think that's where I'm going to put my emphasis, because this is where the money is. Yeah. How are you going to make sure any product can work online? Because we are all online. I am online, and currently I'm a maternity mother. So I need to do my after maternity shopping. Yeah, my baby just made 4 months. So I need to be looking for boutiques to shop my clothes. So there is someone who should be selling clothes out there, and actually I'm going to look for that person online. But one, mind the audience. Usually in social media, there's somewhere where you can organize your exact audience. It doesn't need to matter if there are only 100,000 people or there are only 1,000 people, as long as you market to your particular exact audience. Be mindful. If your audience are companies that have employees above 1,000 or 100 that have a master's degree, make sure you instruct social media to look for those particular people, because there's artificial intelligence everywhere. And that is the advantage of social media. You can always get the exact client. So mind the audience, make sure the audience, you don't just say boost or promote, and then you say, now, without choosing the particular audience you want your product to go to, then you will spend and you will not get any results. Audience is the biggest thing. Proximity in terms of distance. If you know your thing is being used by the city, so it's around Kampala, 50 kilometers or 10 kilometers out of Kampala, be very specific when you're choosing your audience, because you know what? Mr. Google and Facebook will go and look for that particular client. Boost the product that is worth the $1 or $2 a day investment. Yeah. And that is where a lot of people make mistakes. You're boosting, you're selling clothes 30,000 each, and you're spending 30,000 in boosting each. Yeah. So for me, I always advise people when you're boosting, because boosting, the minimum is $1 as a day. Yeah. So if you're boosting your posts, make sure the money that if a call comes in and says, hello, I wanted to have a presentation about my staff's customer care experience. How much does it cost? Let that money be equivalent to the time you have spent putting in the $1 every day or the $2 every day, because $2 every day means it's around 7,000. So if you put in $2 every day for a week, that is 21,000. And one call comes in a week, will it balance with the money balance? Because you see, with online, I think that is very important. Like for people who are in real estate, if you're selling a house at maybe 500 million, then it means you need to boost at $10 per day so they get to the client quicker. Because you know what, for even if you spend $50 on selling a house of 500 million, it won't be so much. So you mind about how much I'm spending per day versus how much will be that call that will bring in the sale. Then the consistency with the boosted product is key to get your product to the client subconscious. I think we all know Coca-Cola. Even if I wake up, I'll find Coca-Cola in my face. I mean, same as MTN. MTN is our Airtel. Those are Linda. You guys are the biggest people we know. But you still advertise consistently the same product. Why? Because we need to see, for me to be able to buy that experience, or for me to be able to buy that dress, I need to look at it over and over and over. Every time I come to Facebook, they show me the dress. I'll be like, I think I like this dress. Eventually, I will like the dress. Why? Because you've consistently put it in my face. So a lot of people make mistakes. They boost today, boost for 2 days, change the boost. Boost tomorrow, boost for 3 days, change the boost. Of course, depending on the client, yeah, depending on the people, yeah. If you're into real estate, you can't boost the same house over and over again, or else people will say you're fake. You boosted the house and it is not there. You need to boost what you have. But if I'm selling my makeup, I can boost one color of lipstick for 6 months, and everyone will come saying, "Can you give me that? Can you?" Because it's what went to their subconscious, like Coca-Cola. Page promotion is a must. Page promotion is different from boosting. Your page needs to be promoted always. Why? Because the only you have more, like per day we have 26,000 followers. But if this 26,000 we are able to follow, then why don't I also follow? It means this for genuine. If imagine 1 million, I think Airtel has for 1.5 million people following them. And you'll be like, okay, so how do people follow you? By you boosting. You have to promote your page so that you get likes every now and again, because that is the only people going to trust your shop. If you have 100 likes, no one is going to trust you. So I think boosting is the most important thing about online business. And if you can master this particular section, we shall be ready to go. A single post can either make or break your business. This is online. You know about internet bullying. Yeah? Of course, we've seen a lot of people. Yeah, we've seen a lot of people do nudes so they can easily get a breakthrough. Yeah, because with nudes, you will become famous all of a sudden. And then when people go back to your old self, they'll be like, maybe she's a nice girl. I think maybe they just stole those things from her phone and all those things. But remember that some things are not reversible. So you will do something funny. It will drop down to your social media or to your online life, and it is going to affect you completely. So be mindful completely when you go online. I hate being negative, like people who say online is bad and all that. There is nothing bad about online. You can actually make money, but it's about you. Choose the kind of friends. Yeah, you can always block people. If people post things which are not respectable on your platform, you can always delete them. You can always block them. Yeah. So choose your audience very well, so people don't post funny things on your timeline. Yeah? Separate yourself from your business. A lot of people, and it's the same thing that comes to WhatsApp. People think they have clients on WhatsApp, but WhatsApp is full of you. Apart from, like, I think I've seen one of our club members, his number is registered under International Labour Organization, and maybe all the numbers saved under that number are International Labour Organization clients. So it means if he posts on his status or on on his Facebook page, I don't know, like if you say maybe your Bahati or your Linda and you're a public image, yeah, whatever you post represents your brand. But if it's not like that, Separate yourself completely from your business. Let your business have its own line. Let your business has its own Facebook page or everything, yeah, so that you are not mistaken. You, like me, my clients are high-end, they're middle class, and they don't know I exist. They only know the brand, yeah? They don't know I exist. So you can always separate yourself from the business. Why? Because in case of anything, it will affect your brand directly. Post only things that you have in stock. That is other thing that can easily disrupt your online presence. Post only things that are yours. Now, sometimes, of course, when a business is starting, maybe I also did it, especially with Jumia, when I was still selling on Jumia, those days when I was younger in business, I used to post things I don't have, and Jumia gave me a number of days to look for. But if it is things that are in your store, like what you offer, don't post things that you don't have. Because do you know what? One post like this, someone will go, I have seen businesses drop like in a day. Someone goes on one page, says, you guys, this lady has been stealing things from here, who, even if you do what convince people, it was just one thing and it messed up everything. Don't post other people's content. Remain respectful. We have a tendency to go and pick things from Pinterest and then we post on our pages. Don't post other people's things. Validity is the last point. Yeah, a physical shop makes an online shop valid. How? Where are you located is our biggest question. When you have where you're located, now remember we talked about likes. The more likes you get, the more confidence people find in buying from you. Every time you have a physical location, it makes people more confident, yeah, to buy from you. But it's not a prerequisite. If you're a startup, if you're just starting in your life as an online seller, you don't need to have a physical shop. But remember that a physical shop makes an online shop valid. People will ask you, where are you located? Yeah. Where are your offices? If you have, it is better. In case you don't have, you can start somewhere. But having a place where you can sell your things, like a physical office, so important in selling online. And that was my presentation. Thank you so much for listening to me. I hope I was audible and everything.
Thank you, Susan. I'll hand over to Dorothy to pick out the questions in the chat and share before you can respond.
Thanks, President. Susan, thank you so much. Lots of thanks coming in. We have a question from Rotarian Agnes, and she is asking, Susan, do you offer coaching to starters? I think I would like to request you to answer that.
Thank you, Dorothy. Majorly, mentorship is my passion. Yeah, I love to mentor people. I love to help people. And I have currently a YouTube channel. So it's actually very easy. That's why my IT person, can you record this? Because this will actually be put up on our YouTube channel. So in case you want more mentorship, I'm available. Just go to Mumpreneurs Uganda and send us a message. But even I'm a Isha, and this is my club. You can always find me. Yeah. And yeah, I can offer mentorship. No problem at all.
Thanks, Susan. There is a question from Rotarian Elizabeth. How often do you pull down items on your online shop?
Wow, that's a nice one. Wow, that's a nice one. Okay. I think with the website, it is easier. With our website, we can always put out of stock. But with the Facebook, it's actually hard because if for the things we posted in 2017, we even don't remember what they were. Yeah. So if you went and brought a product that we posted in 2017 on maybe our Facebook or our Instagram, surely we won't have it. Yeah. Comes and says, I saw this on your Facebook page. We'd be like, when did you see it? Because I think we posted that like 6 months ago. So obviously, if something was posted 6 months ago, it might have gotten finished. But if it was on our website and it's not showing that it's out of stock, we better be having it. But if it's on our Facebook page, I think that's a clinch. With Facebook, we cannot do anything because we don't clean up, because it's important that we have information. Yeah, but about out of stock on Facebook, it's not possible. Or maybe on our website.
Rotarian Susan, allow me share with you 2 questions at once as they come in. There is a question from Chris Masete. Thank you so much, Susan. I love the passion about the topic. Question: how do you easily undo bad content? There is another question from Rotarian David, and he's asking, Susan, is there a way of bargaining online? You know, Ugandans love bargaining. Over to you, please.
Yeah, the first one, how do we pull down bad posts? Bad post, if it is me who has posted it, I'm the admin, I can always go down and, because usually we are more than one admins, so I can always go down and delete. Now, that is what we talked about being on your toes, like taking your business a little bit more seriously, because now, like for us, we have an IT team that sits down to always make sure clients are answering. Like there are people who use our platform to advertise, yeah. Like every time we post something, he comes and puts his advert. Every time we post something, he comes and puts his advert. It's funny, yeah? So we have to be on our toes. Sometimes the advert is about witch doctors, yeah? So we have to be on our toes to make sure that if that person, because you can't, sometimes you block them, but they will change the names, yeah? So you make sure that the person who responds to notifications does it quick. Otherwise, your clients are going to take wrong content. You pull it down. How often? Because we are so, I don't know if some of you have used our platform, but we never take 2 hours without answering you back. We pull down any post that is not good in the first 2 hours. But if there are funny adverts, usually it's adverts that nag. Someone comes on your advert and advertises. Then we pull it down. Bargaining, for us as Pridea House of Style, we used to bargain. And I think it is okay for someone to bargain. But you see, the weakness with most shops, recently I bought Irish potatoes I had seen on Facebook. On Facebook, they were saying 70,000. When I was here at home, I bought them at 50,000. When I found the truck and, oh, these are the Irish I saw online. Yeah, okay, please give me. I ended up buying them at 50,000. That was not right. If this person had put 50,000 on, on their Facebook page, they would have gotten a lot more people buying. So what am I trying to say? Bargaining is good, but remember that here it is a competitive world. It's competition. For us, we chose that we shall put the least price on market and have the best market share. If you choose to put a higher, because there is nothing like bargaining in Uganda. Uganda like bargaining on what you have increased those days we used to bargain. We used to add the bargaining thing of you add the 5K class bargains, you add 10K. But imagine if the person who was selling Irish potatoes on Facebook put buy Kenyan Irish potatoes at 50,000. Do you think the number of people, maybe I would have already given him a call for 3 sacks. But I ended up not giving a call because it was 70, and yet he would have already removed the 20 so that he can get direct customers quicker. So about bargaining, it's over to you. You can just put a higher price and let clients bargain, or put a lower price and get a good market share in the competitive online market.
We have Katumba, who asks, Susan, what payment gateways would you recommend for processing digital payments in Uganda? Then we have Pauline Atai. My daughter has an online shop for a year, but she rarely gets likes. Question: how does she get to increase the likes and viewers of her page? Over to you, Susan.
The likes will come from the payment method. With Facebook, the truth of the matter is that usually when you create, like we created Mumpreneurs Uganda, Mumpreneurs is just 3 months old, and we already have 10,000 people liking our page, 10,000 people already. And we have over 400 people in our group already in just a month or 3, yeah? And then Pauline's daughter has a page for a year and it has only 100 likes. I think the point here, it goes back to promote your page so that Facebook, to the right audience, so that Facebook can help you look for the people who are interested in your daughter's shop. Yeah, because now for me, if it's Mumpreneurs, I'm going to be posting to business moms. Yeah? And by the way, I see a lot of Mumpreneurs came in because they came in to learn more about online. Thank you so much for the people who are coming from Mumpreneurs Uganda, from our platforms. Yeah, who have come in to listen. Now, that is the first thing. For Pauline, you need to get and go to your, I think it's Facebook or Instagram. Yeah, if you click on page, promote page, and then you choose an audience. I don't know what you're selling. If you're selling maybe puppies, yeah, it means your audience may be white, high-end Ugandans. I don't know. I think that those are some people who buy really expensive dogs. Then you boost. It comes to the next thing, which is the payment method. Usually, most of them will use the bank. So, of course, I don't want to be on the negative side because I've done this thing for 7 years and I've never gotten any issues. I pay all my payments via Visa or PayPal, but Visa is obvious because most of these banks nowadays give us Visa. So you just put in your Visa details. You can get a card particularly for making payments, yeah? But remember that if that card usually doesn't have money, sometimes they will block you. They will think you are a cheat. So if it's an active account, even Facebook or Instagram finds you genuine. But if the card is there and it's not being transitioned on, sometimes they may block you thinking you want to steal them. So Pauline, tell your daughter to boost her page. All of us need to always, it's $1 a day. It is around $30 a month, which is around 100,000. Consider that money as rent. Like if you're paying rent where you have your business or your organization, consider that 100,000 every month to boost your organization's page as a rent fee. It is just 100, but it's going to fetch you a lot.
Thanks so much, Susan.
Okay.
Without further ado, I would like to hand over to President Linda.